Hi, this is Etienne for that issue template for deploying to AWS EC2. This is not a demo per se, it's just like conversation. I wanted to talk about a few points related to this issue. So the proposal that we have for this issue right now is create a GitLab CI template for deploying to AWS EC2. Then further down, we talked about like the use of CloudFormation to provision whatever needs to be provisioned before deploying to EC2. So an EC2 instance and everything that just surrounds EC2 instances. So it was a nice recommendation from Darwin to mention CloudFormation, because I looked it up and I ramped up to just like be able to use CloudFormation, and it's actually that's actually pretty excellent. So this is actually just a video to show what the scope of this issue can be if we're doing a bit more than deploying to EC2. And I was thinking of doing something like that. So creating a new template called CF provision and deploy EC2 that would do three things: create a stack, a CloudFormation stack using the template anatomy, which is like a template that needs to be passed into AWS CloudFormation create stack command. That job would also pull like once every 10 seconds, I think I did, to check the status of the CloudFormation stack, its creation. Then we would push some code onto S3, code that would be created as an artifact from a build job preceding all of this, and then that deploy to EC2, which is the deployment of the code pushed to S3 onto the newly created EC2 instance. So to test all of this, because this is something that I already did and I just want some validation here. This is on GitLab. This is like the template that I created that includes that one job, and that's the EC2 template included in here, and it has like the 3 steps. Call the script from the cloud deploy project called CloudFormation, and that script is going to like create the task itself, then push to S3, calling the EC2 script, and then calling the EC2 script again to deploy to EC2. At first, I was thinking we're going to do that in 2 different jobs. First, the CloudFormation part, and then the EC2 part. But then I was thinking of that existing review job. That does just so many things. It's in one job, we're just like provisioning Kubernetes, and then we are deploying, doing persist environment URL. So I was thinking of like mimicking that behavior and just have like the provisioning and the deployment made in that one single job. But then as a result, it means that we need to have a generic AWS image, and that's, I think, a conversation we need to continue to have between Orit and I, because it's something we talked about a few times before. Today we have an AWS ECS image, and I was thinking when splitting that job into 2, CloudFormation part and EC2 part, I was thinking of having an AWS-CloudFormation image, and then an AWS-EC2 image, and yeah, I'm just starting to have doubt about that. Just like here we have the auto deploy image. Maybe we just need to have like a cloud deploy AWS image. We need to find out where this granularity of action needs to be. Today here we have, if we are taking the what we have for ECS, we use an AWS-ECS. But there wouldn't be that much difference between an AWS-ECS image and an AWS-CloudFormation image. So yeah, I don't know. I think we need to keep talking about that. Anyway, moving forward, I created a Jekyll demo project. Jekyll demo is a Jekyll static website, and even though GitLab pages automate the deployment very well of all of like those type of projects, I decided to just go my own way and remove GitLab pages out of the equation and just do my own build and review. So we have this build site that builds the Jekyll website, and then while later we'll only have these lines for now, because I'm still in dev, we have like those lines, which is basically the content of that, right? And so we'll have 3 important variables: the location of the S3 push JSON, which I mentioned here, which is this one here. Then we have the location of the create deployment and the template, the AWS CloudFormation template. That's the create deployment JSON template on AWS here. So I was thinking of having, just either one file. I'm just gonna open the CF create stack. One JSON file as an input for each stage here. So it can be either a file, the thing is that this file is version controlled, or it can be stored as well in a file type environment variable. That wouldn't be version controlled, and it would be a bit more secure, seen as a bit more secure. But just for the sake of the demo here, I'm just doing everything version control. And then we need to name the name of the stack here. So just 4 variables. One for each step, and the last one, which is the name of the stack. So let's see, I'm just gonna make an update onto the index file. Let's say post to read. And I'm going to push this. So we have the index file, that's a diff. Just going to commit, let's see, updated index file, and yeah. So let's see, just gonna go to pipelines. It's going to build the site, and it's going to create a CloudFormation stack here and push to S3 and and deploy to EC2. I'm going to pause the video as this is going to take quite a bit of time. So the pipeline is finished now, and the application has been pushed to EC2. So if we're looking at that review job, first we have the create stack here, and creation of AWS CloudFormation stack is in progress message. So at this point, it just supposed to wait for the end of the creation of the stack. And then once this ends, we have like just a summary of that stack with like the different parameters and just everything related to the stack. The creation of EC2, the creation of the EC2 deployment group, the link to an IAM profile, and so on. I can make the CloudFormation template I used available in the issue. Then pushing the artifact to the S3 bucket and deployment to EC2. So to check it out, we just need to go to the instance I created, deploy EC2 demo, this here, and alright, it's not quite working well because I think I forgot to add something into the CloudFormation template. That's okay. I'll do that manually. So I'm just gonna go onto the EC2 instance, and if I remember correctly, my Nginx server, not working, or like at least stopped. There you go. Try again. There we go. And now it has deployed onto EC2. So next time I make a change onto the index.html, here's our change. If I make another change, it will skip the creation of the stack. So yeah, let's keep the conversation going on to the issue. This is what it could look like if we're going ahead with this proposal. But yeah, especially the point on like the separation of jobs, like cloud formation on one side and EC2 on the other side, or everything all together. This is what I would like to discuss, but feel free to comment on anything you've seen in the video, and we'll keep our conversation going here. Thank you for watching.